Alright, today I'm going to be showing you about an electrical short or short to ground, or if the fuse keeps popping. Basically, if the fuse keeps popping, either you have too much load on that circuit, or one of the positive is either touching the ground on the chassis or is shorting out to the ground wire, which is pretty common. Especially if you lower your car, it's going to have more vibration, or if you get like skinnier tires, aftermarket rims. And then obviously it's going to apply to cars that are regular standard size. For my customer case, the tail lights fuse keeps popping out, and I'm going to show you how to locate that. Now this was a pretty simple find for me. Now basically what you kind of need to do in this process, you kind of need to trace the wire, so you are going to have to be tearing up some things. Now if you added anything into whatever system that is popping, you need to look in that aftermarket area. So like, let's say if you put a stereo and you got the radio fuse popping, you need to look within that whole wire circuit. Like, let's say if you had an amp that could be shorting out to ground. Obviously in the factory settings, they're going to be a little bit more detailed of trying to surround the electrical wires with the casing, so it'll be more insulated better, as versus other people will just kind of just throw the wire, and then there's certain angle points on the car where it'll rub, and then over time the insulation will actually wear off, and then the positive wire could short out to the chassis. So in this video I'm going to kind of show you how to find and locate and eliminate that process and fix it. So first things first, if you haven't, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, comment down below if you have any questions, and then hit that subscribe button for more upcoming videos in the future. And we're going to go ahead and start this video after the intro. First things first, we have our number 10 fuse right here. This is going to be for the tail light. So as soon as we turn on the car, the tail light fuse keeps popping. As you can see right there, you see how that's blown, and then that's a bad fuse, and right here is a good fuse. You see how it connects? So that's how you know your fuse is blown. So keep in mind, just keep in contact if the fuse keeps blowing. So right here, you're probably going to see a little spark if I turn on the car. Go ahead and turn this on right now. You should see that pop. So just like that, just how you saw that little arc spark. Let me go ahead and pull out this fuse. So you see how right there that fuse is blown? Okay, so we're going to look in basically our tail light. If you have a wiring diagram, that would help out a lot. In this case, I didn't need a wiregram, because I just wanted to check to see if there's anything aftermarket. So obviously we're going to want to go ahead and go with the tail light. So first things first, we wanted to check to see if there's any visible wear. Wires look fine, to see if anything was cut. Nothing. And then basically you would chase this wire loom that's right here. You would keep on going. Then right here, I saw this sucker. So basically this is connected into the tail light. Now this would be after the housing. So what you can do is you can disconnect this, and then this will let you know if you connect the fuse and it pops back in. Then obviously you know anything from here on. So let's say if I disconnect this side, right? And then I put back on the new fuse. Get this guy, it's kind of a little bit difficult with one hand. So right now, the only thing that I have connected, it will be my left turn signal. So that's the only thing that's connected right down there. So anything from the tail light, mostly all this little U-Haul stuff, this is like an aftermarket. Most cars won't have this. Right here will be the only one that's connected, and then the driver's side tail light. So as you can see, this wire goes all the way to the driver's side tail light. So obviously we got everything that's connected right here. What you would go ahead and do is you would go back in the car, put a new fuse, and see if the fuse pops. Now if the fuse pops, what you can go ahead and do is chase out the wire. Obviously you're going to need to start tearing this guy up and see if you can see any wires that are showing. So obviously my issue's in this area. So what I went ahead and did is I chased this wire, and I chased it all the way right down here to where this hole is. This is where the people actually put the hole itself. And then I came and saw right here, and then I'm looking for any visual. Obviously you'll see visual. And then right here, the way how this was twisted, this was actually rubbing against right here, this wire. And so this is going to be my ground. And then this one's actually, this one, the white black's actually my ground. And then this one right here that's in the next to it is actually my tail light. So that's actually what powers my tail light. So these two were actually making contact and was actually shorting out to ground. So the one right here, the second to the right, would actually be my positive, and then this will be my ground, obviously, at all times. And then obviously as soon as I turn on the light, this will be it'll turn on power at all times, because obviously my tail lights will be on. So basically what we can do is we can either fix this right here. I highly doubt that they tow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut this guy right here from right here. Well, I'll ask my customer before I cut it. Let's see if they want me to repair it or if they even use this. But pretty much, yeah, that would be the short to ground. Now, obviously this is pretty easy to find. Now, for some other people's case, other short to grounds actually came a lot more harder, where you actually have to go and start chasing it, and you have to cut these guys right here. And so since as you're cutting it, basically what you want to go ahead and do is make sure that you rewrap the whole wire back to the original factory settings. You can get you can get the electrical tape, wrap it, and then go with the looms protector. You can get those from Harbor Freight. They're actually pretty cheap. Should run you about maybe like 20 bucks, depending on how far you go. $1 for the electrical tape. So yeah, I mean, hopefully if this video helped you out, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions, and then hit that subscribe button for more upcoming videos in the future. And thanks for watching.